Alright guys, how's it going? KCP3 here with another video for you. So this video is going to be my PS4 update, which pretty much is me, I guess, summing up, the PS4, how I got here, talk about some of the the biggest news about it, and, my own opinion of what the PS4, will have in the future. Will it be successful? Will it be not? Just talking about just some stuff on my own opinion about the update of the PS4. Also in the description, it will also have links to videos of the my Wii U update and my Xbox One update. So you can come check that out if you feel like doing it. So pretty much the PS4, the Sony PS4, it was announced back in February of last year. Pretty much, we with this there was like a little conference and pretty much just we seen our eyes, our first look of what the PlayStation 4 was, going to be. Well, was sort of going to be what it was going to be about. We seen what it looked like. Many people pretty much comment that it looks like a Hershey bar, or Hershey chocolate bar, and it actually sort of did. Alex was a little slanted, and we seen the design of it. We seen a little bit of features of it. We heard a little bit of small information because it was, saving some of the big giant information for E3, which is coming up the last couple of months. E3 comes, and they pretty much destroy the show. I think Sony has took it over, from Microsoft, and of course Nintendo didn't have E3. They wanted to do something kind of smaller. Uh, they wanted to do some smaller events. They want to be a little bit more different. They didn't want to have a very big giant show. And pretty much with that, Sony has dominated pretty much straightforward. They just started at E3. Pretty much they, announced that it wasn't going to do no DRM, so you can borrow your, borrow games. You can play, games that have already been pre-owned. You can play offline without even being connected to the connected to the internet. You can still play offline games without getting connection. So there's a whole bunch of great stuff in there, and the last but not least was the price was actually was $400. It was $100 less than the Xbox One, and pretty much from there, I think after that press conference was off, after about like 11 o'clock or so, from there only, many people, you can go in and pre-order at GameStop. You can pre-order online. Go anywhere, that they have in PS4 pre-orders and actually pre-order them. Now, one of the biggest things that happened from this, Sony didn't think, that a lot of people was going to pre-order. They, pre-order the PS4s like it was. So it was like a lot of demand and actually just supply, which is sort of a problem. So they had shortage of PS4s available for people that actually really were demanding them because demand was so high. And from there on, Sony has been doing pretty good. I think the first 24 hours, no, not 24 hours, the first, I guess, month or so, I can't really remember. They sold about like 3 million. Then 2, 3 months later, it was like 5 million. Then now recently, this week, I think it was this week. Yeah, going on this week, Monday, was 6 million. So they're doing pretty well in hardware sales. Just launched in Japan. I think it sold over 370,000 hardware units in there, and it was pretty good. Now, me personally, I think the update from now, I think they're going to be doing pretty good as a whole. Sony had their very big IP, Infamous Second Son, that's coming out sometime this month. Seems very amazing. The Order 1886, we see some news about that. But we're going to get very big, more news and more gameplay hopefully at E3. It looks very interesting. Many people say it's the most overhyped game. I'm gonna say it's kind of in between, I guess you say, and depending on how you like, third party shooters. You're a big fan of that. It's a balance between the two. But overhyped doesn't really mean it's the bad thing. It mean it's very recognized by, I guess, fans out there or just people in general, and they just they're hyping it up and just very excited for the game. That's pretty much what overhyped means. I don't think it's bad or good. It's I think it's a very a good concept from a lot of people, because if they see a game that they think they like, and and it seems very interesting to them, they're gonna overhype it, and I don't think it's a bad thing at all. So it's what the people want. And yeah, from there we had a little bit of this some, I guess some sad news as well. Amy Hennig from Naughty Dog isn't going to work there no more. She was a main writer for the last 10 years. She wrote stories from Uncharted series and also the Jak and Daxter series. And before that, she was working on the Super Nintendo system and design manager. So she's gone. But I still think Uncharted 4 is still going to be pretty good, but I don't think it's going to be ever the same without her. With that, you have Jack Tretton actually stepping down yesterday from Sony. Many people, especially the fanboys out there, many fanboys are like, man, yes, he's stepping down. Sony's going to be destroyed. Sony's not going to be no more. I totally disagree with that. He has left. He has been there from the beginning, 19 years since the PlayStation, PS2, PS Portable, PS3, and also with the PS4. Him actually breaking down, no DRM stuff for the PS4. He's been there for a while. He probably want to, do something else. He hasn't really confirmed why he left. So March 31st is going to be his last day. He's going to be replaced by Sean Layden, I believe. I think it was Sean Layden. Somebody Layden. He's going to be replaced on April 1st, and I don't see it's going to be a horrible situation for Sony. I think Sony's still going to be pretty good. But I'm going to say that they're going to miss like a key figure, because Jack Tretton has been there from the beginning, been advertising, has been a very a big key thing, a big key future to Sony over the last couple of years, 19 years, and he will be missed. But I still think Sony's still going to be fine, and yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. And I guess you could say there has been some software. I guess you say some software issues right now for Japan. And I just want to talk about that a little bit. One of the main reasons why they're having software issues is, right there in Japan, they don't really have the games that, Japan, the people in Japan really want right now. They don't really have a Metal Gear right now, or like a Kingdom Hearts, or not Kingdom, yeah, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy type of game out there right now. So I don't see it being as a very big problem. Metal Gear is going to be released sometime soon, and I can see the little, the software, software rates going up. Right now there hasn't really been any games of that Japan, people in Japan actually want right now. So, I think when you buy a PS4 in Japan, it automatically comes with NAC, and that's pretty much what mostly sold a lot. And software games down there is NAC, because it automatically comes with the PS4. It comes bundled with the PS4. So that's all I have to say. I think Sony overall is going to do pretty good. It has a very good future. 6 million this week, probably 7 million next 2 weeks. Right now I think it's doing very amazing. Even though it has some little key changes that may mix it up a little bit, I still think it's going to be all right. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching KSB3. Let me know what you think about this. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? This is my opinion. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, everybody.